Congratulations, some grueling days here, obviously. How are you feeling after such a hard-fought path to the major?
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much. In the beginning it was a nice feeling to be around here. We had some very good momentum and also the feeling was very nice to be here. But overall it was a very intense week and just a relief to qualify for the biggest tournament of the year. I'm very proud that we managed to do so with a little boot camp time and with the stand-in as well. So I'm just very happy.
You made it a little bit close at the end there. A lot of close rounds as well with some overtimes in there. Especially on Mirage, there was a few rounds on the CT side that it looked like you guys were just lacking communication. I'm just wondering what was going on there.
It was not really communication, it was just, I think, misunderstanding. Like overall we had a game plan without really talking. Like we managed to do our game plan which were basically holding the sides, not focusing on the middle. And in the beginning it was not like that we were holding the plan. We were focusing on middle in the beginning, and then I needed to be a little bit harsh, and we changed the game plan then the way how we needed to play, and I'm glad it worked out. It was a tough game. We had a fantastic T side. We even managed to get even, I would say, more round if everything went our way, but really happy with Mirage overall, yeah.
How many of those kind of adjustments come from you? Because I know Gabi told us that Keto helps you a lot in terms of being a secondary voice in the team. So how much of that is you and how much has he been helping you in that sense?
I would say it's like 95-5. If he has a very good day, then it's switching more. Then I give him more responsibility as well, and I trust him more. But in the days where it's more hectic, more pressure, then I need him to frag. I need him to be able to get the room which he needs to get, and then there's more about me. And I just try to focus more on my calling and my small things and adjustments.
I'm sure that's also been much harder with the fact that Favin keeps missing out on events. You've had to have stand-ins a couple of times. What's that been like for you, as needing to adapt and call around that as well?
Hopefully, thankfully, s1n, Elias, is a very good player for his age and also for his experience. He managed to play all the things which I needed to call on the fly very good. We had a boot camp where he arrived like 2 days later than us. He was grinding a lot, he was just living CS, he was breathing CS, and that was one of the steps which we needed to make to be able to play this Counter-Strike, especially on the T side. As I said, he's doing a fantastic job as a stand-in, and he's far better than we all expected, I would say.
It's obviously really hard to keep going into events like this, like into Cologne, with a player that keeps missing out. Obviously it's really hard because he's sick, and I think he even had tweets saying he has a bad immune system or something along those lines. So is there like a long-term solution that Big are trying to explore for that, or what's kind of the perspective on that for you guys?
100%, we are trying to work on it. Obviously it's all depending on the player himself, if he really wants to do the step. At the moment we are just talking to him. He wants to do the step, and we are looking forward that we can solve all these puzzles which we were missing. And obviously we were missing Cologne, as you said, now also the AMA. It's two of the biggest tournaments for us as an organization, and it's really hard to work with that. And we all know the situation. We all want to be with him. He wants to be with us, and I'm looking forward that we can also help him in that way where maybe he needs the help. And hopefully it will work out, and I'm looking forward that we can also be playing again with him.
During the tournament break, you kind of recommitted to Big as well. There were some rumors swirling about whether you would go to G2. You were kind of playing off that as well. But to re-sign with Big alongside Gabi through to 2027, what was the kind of commitment from you like in that sense? What was your desire to make that commitment through to 2027?
It was just an easy decision for me personally. I'm working with people who do the same like I do. They work what they love, basically. They live for that each day, and they make my life the best I have. And they deserve the most, like I do, and that's why I want to achieve the same thing what I achieve, basically. They deserve the same, and I just want to achieve the best what I can achieve with them. And we have a plan for the future as well. I have a plan for myself for the future. I'm looking forward to just be with my guys who I love to be around with, and obviously I want to help the German scene as well. You know, like there's not so much left. Fatih and me, we have a nice plan round where we are working with German players. We want to develop German players. We have a really good academy team who also made second place, for example, in the international tournament. Yeah, and hopefully it will work out for the German scene that we will get maybe more better players in the future who maybe are the same class, like for example like me. And I think we are missing it right now, and I want to give all the German players hope that they, you know, at some point maybe play with me, play with us and all the organization, that they work their ass off to be maybe also some grateful that they have people around them who want to support them and to achieve the same things.
How much of a part do you play in the whole academy project, and what's your kind of influence and direct impact in that?
It was back in the days. It was way more. I was talking to the academy a long time. Ever since Crimbo joined our team, it stopped in that way. I was helping Crimbo a lot to develop himself as an in-game leader, develop the perspective what he needs to see the game, or how he needs to, or how he should look at the game, how we look at the game, that we are on the same page basically. And if you know that at some point we need a player, then we just want to get an academy player who is at the same level or at the same stage as we are. So we don't need to change so much. He knows exactly the call-outs, he knows the tactics, and if he's good individually wise, why not, you know? And I think that's the best way to develop your academy team.
Coming off the RMR here, you are going to head into the Blast Showdown online, and then you're going to go straight into the Major after that. What's the preparation plan like between now and the Major, and what are you hoping to kind of do with that when you go to the Major?
Yeah, now the preparation is just to relax a bit. You know, like we had intense days, boot camp, and we are just happy that we made it, and now it's just time to relax. After we have some online practices, we will play Blast Showdown, as you said, and we just try to play it as we can, like as good as we can, without so much preparation. Since it's also online, we know the enemies, we have our preparation done already. Some teams were in this tournament as well, and basically we just want to achieve the same things, but we need to qualify. That's the main goal. And after, we will have another bootcamp hopefully for the Major, and then we will prepare new things, new strategies, maybe some new reactions or whatever, and we need to be individually very sharp to also maintain maybe the same level or even get better.
And Favin will be back for those as well, right?
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you as well.